Hi everyone, welcome to our class on Shavuot. Shavuot is one of the most least known of the holidays found in the cycle of the year. Yet it is probably the most important one because it is the holiday of the giving of the Torah, which has within it the holidays of the year. On a biblical level, but also on the rabbinic level, setting the seeds for that. So yet this holiday is so unknown, most people haven't even heard of it. And so to understand the nature of this holiday, we put together 5 main ideas for you, and we're going to jump in with number 1, the 5 names. So in order to understand anything, we have to go right to the name of it. So this particular holiday has 5 names to it. So to understand this holiday, it has 5 aspects of it that we're going to delve into in order to understand and unmask the essence of this day. So first of all, Shavuot is known to us is by the name that we generally know it as Shavuot, which literally means weeks, because the Torah says you should count Shiva Shavuot Tispar Lecha. You should count 7 weeks, and at the culmination, the end of the 7-week cycle, then is the holiday of Shavuot, this holiday of the giving of the Torah. We're going to now jump into greater depth in understanding this with number 2. Number 2, well, hashtag number 3, hashtag number 50. So the numbers which kind of like jump out at us the most is the number 3 and the number 50. Why is that? So the number 3, the Talmud tells us that the number 3 has to do with the essence of the giving of the Torah. And so the month, which is called the 3rd month, is this month of Sivan. The month of Sivan is called B'chodesh Hashlishi. The Torah goes out of its way, not saying like it mentions other months. It says the 3rd month. Why is the 3rd month? What's so important about it being the 3rd? And so the answer is that during the 1st month, which is the month of Nisan, there is a sort of a revelation from above to below, where God took us out of Egypt. And then during the 2nd month, which is called the month of Iyar, the month of the ox, there's the reciprocation from our part, where we go from below to above. And on the 3rd month is the connection between these 2 opposites. And essentially the entire Torah is about a connection between opposites. What opposites are we referring to over here? We're referring to the most extreme opposites, heaven and earth, body and soul. And so the Midrash says that when God wanted to give us the Torah, there was a separation between the spirituality and the physicality, between heaven and earth. As King David says, Shamaim la'Hashem, that the heavens are the realm, the abode of the divine. Ve'aretz natan livnei adam, and the land he gave was given to mortals. And the Midrash goes on to explain that by an analogy that there were 2 countries that were warring with each other, Syria and Rome. And the Syrians put a border over there, and the Romans put a border on their side, and nobody's going to cross into their country, nobody's going to cross into the other country. And so one day they decided, enough with this, let's make peace, let's get together. And they let go of their borders. And finally, the Romans could go into the Syrian side, and the Syrians could go into the Roman side. And so too, the Midrash says, that is what the giving of the Torah is likened to. That there is a separation between opposites, a separation between the spiritual and the physical. And the giving of the Torah is all about the merging of heaven and earth. All about the connection between the lowly and the most divine. And that the divine could really go down into this physical world. We have access to it if we just want. And the physical world has the ability to now become elevated and to become utilized for spirituality, and spirituality could be infused within the physical realm via a mitzvah, physical mitzvah. Like we could have a hide of an animal, and on it could be a parchment. We make parchment out of it, and it could become tefillin, and it could be utilized for a higher purpose. We take a canopy and we put it on top of a sukkah. We take physical, mundane bread, and now it becomes shtei alechem. Now it becomes the 2 loaves of bread, or becomes bread which is eaten for Shabbat, etc., etc. Mitzvot are all within the physical realm because God wanted this elevation between these two opposites.